Hello. Hello, hello. Am I audible? I guess everything is visible now. Now that we will just do some changes and yeah. So audio audio is fine. Then what about the video? Preview is on. Let me off the preview. Okay. I think everything should be visible. So yeah, I'm back with the CSAT Simulator 2021. In the morning we have done for IAS PTS simulator, and now we are going to do CSAT Simulator of 2021 paper. I'm going to do this paper in a timed manner as I had done the previous FLT, and we are going to do the same drill of 4 iterations, 30 minutes each. Okay, and in these 30 minutes RC reasoning plus quant, RC reasoning plus quant. Okay, 30 minutes each. Let me set the timer. Okay, stopwatch history ready, and hopefully there should not be any Wi-Fi glitch issue this time around, because I don't know what is happening with the Wi-Fi thing. So yeah, let's first go through the paper once in a brief. I'm also feeling not that motivated, but we have to complete this paper because this is last in our target list, and then everything would be complete. So yeah, let me just check the audio 1 second through my other device. Is there any noise disturbance from hello, let me check the mic. Hello, let me check the mic. Okay, everything's fine, no need to worry. Let's begin. Start. Researchers, okay, first I will read the question. Which one of the following statement best reflects the most critical inference that can be made from the passage given above? We have low intensity light has more adverse effect on the plants as compared to high intensity light. Light pollution can have a permanent adverse impact on an ecosystem. White light is better for flowering of plants as compared to light of other colors. Proper intensity of light in an ecosystem is important not only for plants but for animals too. Okay, let's see. Researchers simulated street lighting on artificial grassland plots containing pea orchids, sap-sucking insects at night. These were exposed to two different types of light: a white light similar to newer commercial LED lights and a amber light similar to sodium street lamps. The low intensity amber light was shown to inhibit rather than induce flowering in a wild plant of pea family, which is a source of food for the pea aphids in grassland. The number of aphids was also significantly suppressed under the light treatment due to the limited amount of food available. The number of aphids was also significantly suppressed under the light treatment due to the limited amount of food available. Okay. One sec. Low intensity light has more adverse effect as compared to high intensity. Light pollution can have a permanent adverse impact. Is far better for flowering. No. Proper intensity of light in an ecosystem is important not only for plants but also for animals. Lighting pollution can have a permanent adverse impact on an ecosystem. I'll come to this later. On the basis of the passage given above, the following assumptions. No, assumption based questions in the third iteration, not now. Which one of the following statement best reflects the crux of the passage given above? Development of regional climate models help in choosing climate smart agricultural practices. Heavy dependence on groundwater resources can be reduced by adopting dry land cropping systems. Wait a minute. There is this background noise of my cooler. Is it bothering that much in the YouTube stream? I have to check it. Let me check it. Live and let me check it. Live and hello. Hello. Mic testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hello. Hello. Mic testing 1 2 3. Okay, it's not a major issue. The stream automatically cancels out the background noise of my cooler, so that is not a major issue that I need to worry. I just need to focus on the paper in front of me. Development of regional climate models help in choosing climate smart agricultural practices. Heavy dependence on groundwater resource can be reduced by adopting dry land cropping patterns. Climate change increase the criticality of water resources while simultaneously threatening it. Climate changes cause the farmers to adopt unsustainable livelihood and risky coping strategies. Okay, let us see the passage. We have a study conducted on the impacts of climate change over Kaveri basin of Tamil Nadu using regional climate models showed an increasing trend for maximum and minimum temperatures and a decrease in the number of rainy days. These climatic shifts will have an impact on hydrological cycles in the region, lead to more runoff and less recharge, and affect the groundwater tables. Further, there is an increase in the frequency of droughts in the state. This has driven farmers to increase dependency on groundwater resources to secure their crops. No. Heavy dependence on ground can be reduced. No. Climate change increases the criticality of water resource while simultaneously threatening it. Let me mark it in my OMR because I am filling my OMR simultaneously. When I feel that yes, I can mark the correct answer. 3C. Then we have assumption based. The next thing to see is on the basis of the above passage, following assumptions. Assumption based. No. Which of the following practices can be compatible with agroecology as an implied by the passage? Cover crops, fertigation, hydroponics, mist farming, polyculture, and vertical farming. Okay. At the heart of the agroecology is the idea that agroecosystems should mimic the biodiversity levels and functioning of natural ecosystems. Such agricultural mimics, like their natural models, can be productive, pest resistant, nutrient conserving, and resilient to shocks and stresses. In ecosystems, there is no waste. Nutrients are cycled indefinitely. Agroecology aims at closing nutrient loops, that is, returning all nutrients that comes out of the soil back to the soil, such as through application of farmyard manure. It also harnesses natural processes to control pests and build soil fertility, that is through intercropping. Agroecological practices include integrating trees with livestock and crops compatible with agroeconomy. Cover crops, fertigation, yes. Hydroponics, yes. Mixed farming also, yes. Polyculture also, yes. Vertical farming, no. So we have 1, 2, 6 cannot be my answer. Then my answer is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I would go with this. 2, 3, 4, 5. 12B. One, 4, 5 and 2, 3. Okay. Then we have, which one of the following statements best reflects the most critical inference? Computers are not completely safe. Companies producing the software do not take cybersecurity seriously. Is it? Stringent data security laws are needed. The present trend of communication technologies will affect our life in the future. Computers increasingly deal not just with abstract data like credit card details and databases, but also with the real world of physical objects and vulnerable human bodies. A modern car is a computer on wheels. An aeroplane is a computer on wings. The arrival of Internet of Things will see computers baked into everything from road signs and MRI scanners to prosthetic and insulin pumps. There is little evidence that these gadgets will be of any more trustworthy than their desktop counterparts. Hackers have already proved that they can take remote control of internet connected cars and pacemakers. No, this is no. Computers are not completely safe. The present trend of communication will affect our lives in future. Computers are not completely safe. This is the inference. 13, because computers are in everything, so that is the correct answer. 13A. 13A. 14, assumption based question. 15, best reflects the critical message conveyed by the passage. India's energy decision making process is ever more complex and interconnected. India's energy and climate policy is heavily tuned to sustainable development goals. India's energy and climate actions are not compatible with its broader social and economical and environmental goals. India's energy decision making process is straightforward, supply oriented, and ignores demand side. Okay. India faces a challenging immediate future in energy and climate policy making. The problems are multiple: sputtering fossil fuel production capabilities, limited access to electricity and modern cooking fuel for the poorest, rising fuel imports in an unstable global energy context, continued electricity pricing and governance challenges leading to its costly deficits or surplus supply, and not least growing environmental contestation around land, water and air. But all is not bleak. Growing energy efficiency programs, integrated urbanization and transport policy decisions, inroads to enhancing energy access and security, and bold renewable energy initiatives, even if not fully conceptualized, suggests the promise of transformation. 21A. Critical message: people should avoid consuming products of animal farming. Foods of animal origin should be replaced with foods of plant origin. Using antibiotics of an animal should be banned. Antibiotics should only be used to treat diseases. There are reports that some of the antibiotics sold in the market are fed to poultry and other livestock as growth promoters. Overusing these substances can create superbugs, pathogens that can be resistant to multiple drugs and could be passed along humans. Mindful of that, some farming companies have stopped using the drugs to make chickens gain weight faster. Since Denmark banned antibiotic growth promoters in 1990s, the major pork exporter says it is producing more pigs and the animals get fewer diseases. So people should avoid. No. Foods of animals should be replaced. No. Using antibiotics should be banned. Antibiotics should only be used to treat diseases. Yes. 22D. With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Following assumptions. Most logical assumption: no man can live without adhering to some religious denomination. It is the duty of everyone to propagate one's religious denomination. Okay. Religious denomination tend to ignore unity of man. Men do not understand their own religious denomination. With respect to what we are called a denomination of religions, if everyone is left to be a judge of his own religion, there is no such thing as religion that is wrong. If they are to be a judge of others' religion, there is no such thing as a religion that is right, and therefore all the world is right or all the world is wrong in the matter of religion. Okay. Then we have no man can live. No, it is the duty of everyone. No, religions do not tend to ignore unity of man. Okay, men do not understand their own religious denomination. Unity of man. 31C. Then we have can be made from the passage: seditions, wars, and breach of the laws are inevitable in every domain. It is not the people but the sovereign who is responsible for all the problems in any dominion. The dominion is the best which pursues the aim of unity and has laws for good citizenship. It is impossible for men to establish a good dominion. Let me see. It is certain that seditions, wars, and contempt or breach of the laws are not so much to be imputed to the wickedness of the subjects as to the bad state of the dominion, for men are not born fit for citizenship but must be made so. Besides, men's natural passions are everywhere the same, and if wickedness more prevails and more offences are committed in one commonwealth than in another, it is certain that the former has neither enough pursued the end of unity nor framed its laws with sufficient forethought, and that therefore it has failed in making quite good its right as a commonwealth. Sedition, no. It is not the people but the sovereign who is responsible for all the problems. No. The dominion is the best which pursues the aim of unity and has laws for good citizenship. It is impossible. No. Option C. 32C. 32C. Okay. Then we have assumption based. Then here we have best reflects the crux of the passage given above. Human societies experiment with different forms of government. Any form of government tends to be deteriorated by excess of its basic principles. Education of all citizens ensure a perfect functioning and sustainable democracy. Having a government is a necessary evil because tyranny is inherent in any form of the government. Aristocratic government ruins itself by limiting too narrowly the circle within which power is confined. Oligarchic government ruins itself by the incautious scramble for immediate wealth. But even democracy ruins itself by excess of democracy. Its basic principle is the equal right to all to hold office and determine public policy. This is, at first glance, a delightful arrangement. It becomes disastrous because the people are not properly equipped by education to select the best rulers and the wisest courses. The people have no understanding and only repeat what their rulers are pleased to tell them. Such a democracy is tyranny or autocracy. This is wrong. Education of all citizens, any form of government tends to access. Humans should know. So I have this. Education of all citizens ensure a perfect, functional and sustainable democracy. Any form of government tends to deteriorate by access of its basic principle. Education of all citizens ensures, okay, let me see it again. But even in democracy ruins access. Its basic principle is an equal hold of it is at first delayed but not properly equipped by education to select. The people are not properly equipped by education to select the best rulers and the wisest courses. The people have no understanding and only repeat what they're okay. So education is the key. 34C. 34C. Okay. Then we have 34C. Then we have 34. What is okay? Question number 41. The conceptions of what is right or wrong exist due to the formation of state. Unless a ruling authority decides as to what is wrong and right or wrong, no man would be morally right. Man is inherently immoral and selfish. The idea of what is wrong or right is necessary for the survival of human species. Nothing can exist in a natural state which can be called good or bad by common assent, since every man who is in a natural state consults only his own advantage and determines what is good and bad according to his own fancy, and insofar as he has regard for his own advantage alone, and holds himself responsible to no one save himself by any law, and therefore sin cannot be conceived in a natural state but only in a civil state, which is decreed by a common consent what is good or bad, and each one holds himself responsible to the state. Exists due to formation of state. Unless a ruling authority decides what is wrong would morally right, no. Man is inherently, no. Idea of what is wrong or right is necessary for the survival of human species, no. Option A is correct. 41A. 41A. Okay. Then we have which of the following statement best reflects on rational, plausible and practical implications. Too much globalization is not in the best interest of any country. Modern technologies are increasingly blurring the economic borders. Yes. Innovation and capital have impinged on the domain of state. Public policy of every country should focus on developing its own supply chains. Geopolitics will have to reconcile to many ambiguities and uncertainties. Let us see. In the immediate future, we will see increasing commodification of many new technologies, AI and robotics, 3D manufacturing, custom-made biological and pharmaceutical products, lethal autonomous weapons and driverless cars. This will pose conundrums. The moral question of how a driverless car will decide between hitting a jaywalker and swerving and damaging the car has often been debated. The answer is both simple, save the human life, and complex. At which angle should the car swerve just enough to save the jaywalker and more than enough? If the driverless car is in Dublin, who would take the decision? The Irish government or the car's original code writer in California or a software programmer in Hyderabad to whom maintenance is outsourced? If different national jurisdictions have different fine print on prioritizing a human life, how will it affect the insurance and investment decisions, including transnational ones? Okay. Geopolitics will have to reconcile many ambiguities, and this is correct. So this is not correct. Then public policy of every country should focus on developing its own supply chain. No. This is definitely no. So 4 cannot be my answer. Then I am left with 3. Innovations have impinged. Yes. Modern technologies are increasingly blurring the economic borders. Yes, this is the essence. Too much globalization. No. So option C. 42C. Let me have a sip of water. Which one of the following statement best reflects the most logical and rational and practical suggestion? Lending by the banks should be closely monitored and regulated by central government. Interest rates should be kept low so as to induce banks to lend more, promote credit growth and thereby boost economic growth. Yes. Merger of many banks into a few large banks alone is the long-term solution to make them viable and prevent bad performance. Indian banking system requires structural reforms as long-term solutions for bad loan problem. The resolution of bankruptcy cases of Indian banks under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code should help bring non-performing assets NPA situation under some control. Despite the slow pace of resolutions by the National Company Law Tribunal, the code can be helpful in cleaning up bank books in future credit cycles. The recapitalization of public sector banks too can help induce the capital cushion of banks and induce them to lend more and boost economic activity. But bad debt resolution and recapitalization are the only Bad debt resolution and recapitalization are the only part of the solution, as they by themselves can do very little to rein in reckless lending that has pushed the Indian banking system to its current sorry state. Unless there are systematic reforms that address the problem of unsustainable lending, future credit cycles will continue to stress the banking system. Lending of the banks should be closely monitored. No. Interest rate should be kept low. Merger of bank, no. Indian banking system requires structural reforms, and yes. 43D. Which one of the following statement best reflects the corollary of the above? The central bank cannot work independently of the government. Government should regulate financial markets and institutions closely. Market economy is not compatible with socialist policies of the government. Financial sector reforms are required for enhancing the economic welfare of the people. In India, objectives of macroeconomic policy is to enhance the economic welfare of the people, and any one wing of such macro policy, monetary or fiscal, cannot independently work without the active support of another. Government should regulate, no. Market economy is not compatible, no. Finance sector reforms are required for enhancing welfare of the people, yes. 44D. Efficacy of universities would be better in online mode of conducting classroom tuitions as compared to conventional method. Availability of higher education can be made easier and cheaper without diluting the content. We need not invest much in infrastructure related to higher education and yet develop better human and social capital. Private sector institutions in higher education as well as coaching institutes can take advantage of these opportunities and thrive well. Best reflects the central idea. The universities in Harvard and MIT, despite having the luxury of having some truly excellent teachers on their payroll, are increasingly embracing flipped classroom format where students listen to video lectures at home and spend class time by applying knowledge, solving problems, discussing examples, etc. Professors guide that discussion and fill in wherever necessary, explaining those bits that seem to be eluding the students and throwing in advanced ideas that happen to be topical. These universities have made their video lectures freely available to anyone in the world. They are also encouraging colleges and universities all over the world to integrate these online courses into their own pedagogy, picking the pieces that are appropriate for their needs and building a package around them. We do not need to invest much, can be made cheaper and without diluting the content. Efficacy would be better in online mode, no. Private in higher education as well as coaching institutes can take. Availability of higher education can be made easier without, okay, central idea. Availability of higher education can be made easier and cheaper without diluting the content. Private institutions in higher education as well as coaching institutes, no. 51B. Then we have logical inference. Our cities need to have well-developed administrative setup with a sufficient autonomy. Ever-increasing population density is a hindrance to our efforts to achieve sustainable development. To maintain and develop our cities, we need to adopt sustainable related interventions. Triple P mode of development is the most viable solution for any infrastructure, for the infrastructure and sustainability problems of India. Our cities are extremely vulnerable to climate change because of large concentrations of population and poor infrastructure. Moreover, population densities are increasing in them, but we have not yet developed the systems to address climate change impacts. Our cities contribute to 65% of GDP, but there is not enough facilities to cater the needs of the people. It is important to address the issue of air pollution, transport, etc. that are vital to identifying sustainable solutions. We need to involve citizens in city planning and create ecosystem that meets the need of the people. Ever-increasing density hindrance, no. To maintain and develop, we need to adapt sustainability related to public-private mode of is the most viable long-term. Public-private, no. To maintain, we need to adapt sustainability related. Our cities need to have well-defined administrative sufficient autonomy, no. To maintain, we need to adapt sustainability related Triple P model. Sustainability related interventions, 52C. 1 second. Can a democracy avoid being a welfare state for long? I forgot to read the questions. It is assumption based. School curriculum is not compatible with the expectations of children and parents. Emphasis on academic achievement does give time for development of personality and skills. Preparing the children to be better citizens should be the responsibility of education system. To be a better citizen, the present world order demands societal and life coping skills in addition to academic content. In our schools, we teach our children all that there is to know about physics, maths, and history, and what have you. But do we teach them them about the bitter caste divide that plagues the country, about the specter of famine that stalks large part of our land, about gender sensitivity, about the possibility of atheism as a choice? Equally important, do we teach them to ask questions, or do we teach them only to passively receive our wisdom? From the cocooned world of school, suddenly the adolescent finds herself in the unfettered world of university. Here she is swept away in a turmoil of ideas, influences of ideologies. For someone who has been discouraged from asking questions and forming an opinion, this transition can be painful. No. Emphasis. No. Preparing for better citizen. Present world order demands societal and life coping skills in addition to academic content. I am confused in this, but this seems more appropriate. Preparing the citizens. 62D. Wealth generation is the primary motive of any human endeavor. Space, whether space in a solar or interstellar space, will govern our future economy. Human beings are motivated to explore new frontiers principally by economic considerations. Wealth generation is based on the risk-taking behavior of some men. Medieval merchants risked the hazards of Silk Road to reach the markets of China. Portuguese caravels in the 15th century sailed beyond the bounds of the known world, searching less for knowledge than for gold and spices. Historically, the driver of opening frontiers has always been the search of resources. Science and curiosity are weak drivers. The only way to open up space, whether the space of solar system or interstellar space, is to create an economic engine, and that engine is resource extraction. Human beings are motivated to explore new frontiers by economic consideration. Wealth generation. 71C. The idea which the first part of the passage mentions is agreement about telling lies, disagreement about telling lies, disagreement about telling the truth, disagreement about the harm in telling the truth. Most people would agree that telling deliberate lies is wrong, except perhaps in a certain special situations where more harm will be done by telling the truth. Even the most truthful people probably tell a good many more lies that might be regarded as semantic lies. Their use of the words contain more measure of falsehood than falsehood, more or less deliberate. Agree. Disagreement. Telling the truth. Disagreement about the harm in telling the truth. 72D. Which one of the following habits is found in good people? Mixing up true with false, intentional mixing of truth with the false, falsification of facts, Complete concealment of truth, no. Mixing up of intentional mixing of truth with the false. Mixing up the true with false, 73A. So the first iteration is completed within 30 minutes. No issues over there. Did the stream start buffering or something? Wait, let me check. Yeah, no issue at all. Then our second iteration begins. Let me just drink some more water. By speaking continuously for this amount of time, it puts a pressure. Then now in the second iteration, let me write it somewhere. In the second iteration, first iteration RC easy questions done. In the second iteration of 30 minutes, we are going to solve easy questions of reasoning and quant, which might be solved within 2 to 3 minutes only. Let me count the number of questions we have solved in reading comprehension in the first iteration. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 18 questions. No problem. We'll hunt more now. Now I'll start the second iteration timer. Three to the power 2019 is divided by 10. 2019 divided by 4 remainder. 4 ones are 4, 4 5s are 20, 4 4s are 16, 4 4s are 16, 17, 18, 19. Remainder is 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. But it is not like that. Wait a second. It isn't talking about that. It is talking about this. Do you get it? 4 5s are 24, 16, 17, 18, 19, 3. So 3 to the power 3 divided by 7. That gives us what? 3 to the power 3, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So here it is 27 upon 7. This remainder. Oh sorry, not 7. It is actually 10. 10. Then this will give us eventually 7 only. 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20. Remainder is 7. 5C. 5C. Let me mark it. 5C. Okay. Then we have, I want easy questions. Some radios are mobiles. Okay. Some radio are mobiles. All mobiles are computers. Some computers are watches. Some computers are watches. Certainly some radios are watches. No. Certainly no. Certainly some mobiles are watches. Some mobiles are watches. No. Neither of them are correct. 10D. Then we have some cats are almiras. Some cats are almiras. Some almiras are chairs. Some almiras are chairs. All chairs are table. All chairs are table. Then it is asking certainly some almiras are tables. Some almiras are table. Yes. Some cats may not be chairs. Some cats may not be chairs. Yes, this is also correct. So option is C. 15C. Then a woman runs 12 kilometers towards her north, then 6 kilometers towards her south, and then 8 kilometers towards her east. In which direction? Did I do something wrong? I'll come to this question later. Seven books PQR placed side by side. RQT have blue books have blue cover and other books have red cover. RQT blue and other have red color. Only S and U are new books. PRS are law reports. PRS law. Rest are gadgets. Books of the old gadgets with blue covers. Old ones is what? PQRT. These are old. We want old ones. Old books of old gazetters. This is law. So PQRSTU. These are gazettes. Now we want old gazettes with blue cover. So Q and T. 25C. Then we have this one. 7, 10, C, 3, 9, 6A, 10, 13. 17, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. 3 plus 6, 9. 10 plus what? 10 plus 3. 3. ABC. A, here it would be 3B. So answer is 3B. 27C. Then we have in a group of 120 persons, 80 are Indians and the rest are foreigners. Foreigners. Further, 70 persons in the group can speak English. And the rest, okay. 70, 80, 90, 100. Let me start the timer on this other device. Okay, 70, 30, 40, 50, 50. 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 50 people speak some different language, I guess. The number of Indian who can speak English is 70, right? So here it can be maximum 70 Indians, and here it can be 0. And the another case that it can be that here it can be 40 foreigners can speak English, and here it can be 30 English people. So minimum is 30 in any case. So 30 or less, no. 30 or more. 35D. 35, 35, 35, 35 D. Okay. Consider all the three numbers obtained using three-digit numbers which are multiple of 3. Let us be the sum. There are two classes A and B having 25 and 30 students respectively. In class A, the highest score is 21. Class A, highest is 21, lowest is 17. In class B, highest is 30. Highest is 30 and lowest is 22. 4 students are shifted from class A to B. The average score of class B will definitely decrease. Even if we put the topper is also the lowest marks. So yes, the average score of class A will definitely increase. Average score of class will increase. No, we can't say that for sure. If the toppers only go from this class, then how will the average increase? Only one is correct. 37A. 37A. Then we have Priya. Which day is 10th October 2027? And how do we find it? That means on 10th October 2021 this paper might have been conducted due to delay of COVID-19, if I'm not wrong, and this was Sunday. Okay, we can find it. We need to find the difference. Difference is 2027 minus 2021, that gives us 6 years. Difference plus leap year. How many leap years? 2024 was a leap year and only one leap year, so only 1 year, that gives us 7. And after 7 upon 7, remainder is 0. So I guess Sunday is the answer. Sunday must be the answer. 48A. 48A. Okay. Some greens are black. Greens, blacks. Some greens are blues. Some blues are black. Some greens are black. Some greens are black. No green is black. No green is black. We can't say this for sure. All greens are black. No. All blacks are green. All blacks are green. No. So statement neither is correct. 49D. What is X in the sequence? 2, 7, 22. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. 22 minus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5. 15. 67 minus 22, 5. 45. 202 minus 67, 5. 35. 45 into 3, 13. Achha, so it is a multiple of 3. We need to multiply each term by 3. 135 into 3, 7, 5 3 is 15, 3 3 is 9, 10, 405. We need to add 405 to 202. 670 567 56 56 607. 50C. In a code, mathematics is written as this. How is the chemistry written as? M is written as L. D. How is chemistry written as? C. For C they have used D. For C they have used D. So D must be my starting point. Then for H they have used 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I. D. I. So yeah, this must be the answer. Let me check once again. For E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I miss something? Wait. PQRS MNO ABTQR. Let me write everything. ABCDEF GHIJKL MNOPQRSTUVWXYZ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26. M. Where is M? M is here. After M, for M it becomes L. So minus letter, okay. Then for A it becomes B, the next letter. Then for T it becomes the previous. Then for T it is S. Here it is S. Then for H it would be I. Okay, so it is like that. Okay, understood. Thank God I did not mark the answer immediately. Chemistry, for chemistry it would start with B. For H it would come I. For E it would be D. For M, where is M? M, it would be N. Then for I it would be H. Let us see if we have a matching pair. BIDNH. BIDNH, yes. Option B is correct. 56B. 56B. Let me see. 56B. Okay. We are sorted. At what angles do the hour and minute and make angle of 180 degree with each other? So they will make angle of 0 degree. 60h minus 11m upon 2. So 60 into 7 minus 11m upon 2, that becomes 0. Because the 2 becomes here, goes here. 7 5 42, 72, 7 4 20 minus, and then m is equal to 420 upon 11. 11 1s are 11, 11 3s are 33. 11 3s are 33, 9, then 11 8s are 88. Did I do something wrong? (180 degree) means it must be zeros. 0 is equal to 60h minus 11m upon 2. I need to find the m. That's it. So it becomes 60 into 7 minus 11m upon 2. 7 5 is 35, 7 6 is 42, 420 minus 11m upon 2 is equal to 0. This becomes 420 is equal to 11m. So m becomes 420 upon 11. 11 1s are 11, 11 3s are 33, 9 11 8s are, so it becomes 3.8 na, between 3 minutes, between 3 matlab 7 3, not 38, because 38 is not in the option. 68h minus 11m upon 2. Yes, I am correct. I'll mark 57B. Give me a second. Okay. Then we have this question. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. Leave it. I will just put the BB AA BB AA BBAA BBAA. This doesn't make sense. BB A A B B A B B A triple A B A. No, let me put A starting. A B A B A B A B B A double B double A B A B. Man, let me count it straight. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. So let us make a pair of 3 or 18. Sorry, 6 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yes. Now put A B A. Then we have A B B. Then A. Give me a second. There is something wrong with the laptop. All of a sudden it stopped working. I guess it just overheated itself. Looks like it overheated. Or the charging is low. Let me plug in the charger. So leave this example, it consumed too much of my time. The sum of 5 positive integers can be 100. Okay. I'm not in the right state of mind actually. If the price of an article is decreased by 20%, and then the new price is increased by 25%, this becomes 100. What is the net change in price? 0%. 78A. Okay, good. Then we have when a certain number, okay, So yeah, let me count the number of questions. Now, I think the second iteration is also about to end. Then we could have how many questions on our hands? We can do that ABCD wala example. It was taking us too much time earlier. A, B, then A, then B, double B, double A, B. Here it is. Okay, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Then here it comes A, then after A, B. So it is an alternating trend like this: A double B, double A B, then A double B, then double A B, then A double B, and then A B. 65D. 65D. Okay, that was it for this example. Using double two, triple three, how many distinct numbers can greater than unit tens, 100,000, 10,000, 30,000? Okay, greater than 30,000, we can make it as 32,000 distinct numbers. Let me count the number of questions. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. Okay, just 32 questions. 32 questions in 2 iterations. Okay, I will pause the timer for a second and let me drink water and I would resume. Let me just see the stream is working or not on my laptop real quick, because my laptop just turned off itself due to extreme heat. It can't handle much of the YouTube stream also properly because it is very old laptop. I guess single core processor from 2012 2013. The keyboards are extremely heated. I have put a laptop cooler underneath to control the excess heat. So yeah, let me check the audio is working or not. Wait a second. Live. Yeah, everything is going good. Okay, it ran out of battery, I guess, and went into power saving mode. Okay, With that thing sorted, now we can move to the third iteration. How many questions did we mark? 32. Okay, these are less questions than I anticipated, but it's okay. Assumption based questions. Here we go. Lab. Sustainable production of Indian cereal food grains is impossible without the diversity of pollinating animals. Monoculture of horticultural crops hampers the survival of insects. Pollinators become scarce in cultivated areas devoid of natural vegetation. Diversity in insects induce diversity in plants. Okay. Approximately 80% of all flowering plant species are pollinated by animals, including birds and mammals, but the main pollinator are insects. Pollination is responsible for providing us with wide variety of food as well as many plant-derived medicines. At least one-third of the world's agricultural crops depend upon pollination. Bees are the most dominant taxa when it comes to pollination, and they are crucial to more than 400 crops. Pollination is an essential service that is the result of intricate relationship between plants and animals, and the reduction or loss of either affects the loss of both. Effective pollination requires resources such as refuges of pristine natural vegetation. Pollination is an essential service and reduction of sustainable production of Indian cereal food grains is impossible without diversity. Indian cereal food grain, it is not talked about cereals without, so I should eliminate one. If we eliminate one, what do we have here? We have 3, 4 and 2. Monoculture of horticultural crop hampers the survival of insect. Monoculture, yeah, to some extent it does. We cannot mark it as incorrect directly. Pollinators, yes, these two are correct, and just need to find out this. Monoculture of horticultural crops. 2, 3, 4. 2B. 2B. Okay. Then we have BPA may alter embryonic development in vivo. Biochemical and cell-based assays are useful in finding out treatment for pollution-induced diseases. Embryonic stem cells could serve as a model to evaluate the physiological effects of environmental pollutants. Researchers were able to use stem cells to gauge the neurotoxic effect of environmental pollutant bisphenol A. They used a combination of biochemical and cell-based assays to examine the gene expression profile during the differentiation of mouse embryonic stem cells upon treatment with BPA, a compound known to cause heart diseases, diabetes, and developmental abnormalities in humans. They were able to detect and measure BPA toxicity towards the proper specification of primary germ layers such as endoderm and ectoderm, and the establishment of neural progenitor cells. Okay, no problem. BPA may alter embryonic development in vivo. Yes, this is correct. Statement 1 is correct. Biochemical cell-based assays are useful in finding out treatments embryonic could serve. Yes, this is correct. 1, 3 must be my answer. This is incorrect. So I have 50-50. Biochemical and cell-based assays are useful in finding out treatments for pollution-induced diseases. Pollution-induced diseases. A compound known to cause heart diseases. I'll come to this later, or should I be done away with it? They used a combination expression and developmental. They were able to measure BPA towards an ectoderm and establishment of neuro. Biochemical and assays are useful in finding out treatments for pollution-induced diseases. I guess everything is correct. 4D. Let's not overthink that much. Then we have Even the tablet is hitting so much. Now that I'm doing live stream, sharing the screen, using microphone, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, everything, then where is the assumption based? Okay. Fig trees can often be keystone species in natural forest. Fig trees can grow where other large woody species cannot grow. Sacred trees have a role in biodiversity conservation. Fig trees have a role in seed dispersal of other tree species. Fig trees are considered sacred in India, East Asia and Africa, and are common in agricultural and urban landscapes where other large trees are absent. In natural forest, fig trees provide food for wildlife when other resources are scarce and support a high density and diversity of frugivores. If frugivore birds and bats continue to visit fig trees located in sites with high human disturbances, sacred fig trees may promote frugivore abundance under favorable microclimate, and plenty of seedlings of other can grow. So this is correct. I must have 4 in my option. Then I have sacred trees can have a role in biodiversity conservation. Fig trees can grow where other and provide food are considered sacred and in natural environment. Often keystone species, yes. So can grow where other. This is not true. I would go with 11D. People who are obsessed with personal hygiene tend to ignore community hygiene. Emergence of multi-drug resistant germs can be prevented by personal cleanliness. Entry of market in the domain of hygiene increases the risk of infectious diseases. Scientific and micro level interventions are not sufficient to bring down the burden of infectious diseases. It is community hygiene implemented through public health measures that is really effective in the battle of infectious diseases. Okay. A social and physical environment riddled with poverty, inequalities, unhygienic and unsanitary conditions generates a risk of infectious diseases. Wait a second. Let me remove the cover because it is just constantly heating and there is no room for the heat to escape. Okay. Now it is a little bit better. Hygiene has different levels: personal, domestic and community hygiene. There is no doubt that personal cleanliness brings down the rate of infectious diseases, but the entry of the market into this domain has created a false sense of security that gets conditioned and reinforced where domain has also reinforced by the onslaught of advertisements. Experience in Western Europe shows that along with personal hygiene, general improvements in environmental conditions and components like clean water, sanitation and food security have brought down infant-child infection rates considerably. The obsession with hand hygiene also brings in the persisting influence of the market on personal health, overriding the marginalization of negative impact on ecology and emergence of resistant germs. This is incorrect. So wherever 3 is there, it is incorrect. Scientific and micro level are not sufficient to bring down burden. Okay. It is emulated through public health in battle of. This is correct. 5 must be in my answer. And yes, 4 is also correct. Then 4 and 5 is the most appropriate one. 14C. With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Okay. Oil producing countries are one of the reasons for high food prices. If there is food crisis in the world in the near future, it will be in the emerging economies. Policy makers and media have placed the blame for skyrocketing food prices on a variety of factors, including high fuel prices, bad weather in key food producing countries, and the diversion of land to non-food production. Increased emphasis, however, has been placed on a surge in demand for food from the most populous emerging countries. It seems highly probable that the mass consumption in these countries could be well poised to create a food crisis. If there is a food crisis in the world, it will be emerging economies are one of the measure for no. So 2 is correct. 23B. With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Rising GDP is essential for a country to be developed country. Okay, let us see. Rising GDP guarantees a reasonable distribution of income to all households. Okay. A central message of modern development economics is the importance of economic growth, by which is meant as growth in GDP. In theory, rising GDP creates employment investment opportunities. As income grow in a country where the level of GDP was once low, household, communities and governments are increasingly able to set aside some funds for the production of things that make for a good life. Today, GDP has assumed a significant place in the development lexicon, and that if someone mentions economic growth, we know they mean growth in GDP. No. This is also no, neither. 24D. Rising GDP is essential. No. 24D. 24D. Okay. Then we have equality is a prerequisite for people to participate in multiple transactions of society from a position of confidence. Occurrence of inequality is detrimental in survival of democracy. Equal standing of all citizens is an idea that cannot actually be realized even in a democracy. Right to equality should be incorporated in our daily political vocabulary. Inequality violates a basic democratic norm. Equal standing of citizens. Equality is a relation that obtains between persons in respect of some fundamental characteristics that they share in common. Equality is morally speaking a default principle. Therefore, persons should not be discriminated on grounds such as race, caste, gender, ethnicity, and disability or class. These features of human conditions are morally irrelevant. The idea that one should treat persons with respect not only because of some of persons possess some special features or talent, for example, skilled cricketers, gifted musicians, or literary giants, but because persons are human beings, is now by a part of common sense morality. Okay. Then we have equality is a prerequisite. Occurrence is detrimental. No. So gradually my answer is C. 33C. 33 is C. Okay. Then we have with reference to the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Modern democracies rely on market forces to enable them to welfare state. Market ensures sufficient economic growth necessary for democracies to be effective. Government programs are needed for those left behind in the economic growth. Can a democracy avoid being a welfare state for long? Why cannot mass welfare be left entirely to the markets? There is a built-in tensions between market and democracy. Markets do not work on one person, one vote principle as democracy does. What one gets out of the market depends on one's own endowments, skills, purchasing power, and the forces of demand and supply. Markets reward individual initiative and skill, and may also lift many from the bottom rungs of society, but some people never get the opportunity to develop skills that market demand. They are simply too poor and too handicapped, or skill formation takes too long. By creating jobs, markets may not be able to help even unskilled people, but capitalism has always witnessed bursts of unemployment. Okay, then these two are automatically incorrect. Option is C, 61B. 61 is B. Let me just take a 2-minute break to pause and see a fire object, because it is putting a constant eye strain from the last 1 or 20 minutes. So let me just pause the audio and look. The dry eyes problems that I have is just making things worse for me to sit and stare at the screen and also to do a live session. I know this is not required, but I'm doing it to keep me and myself motivated in the long run, because the things that we do yesterday, suppose if I had not recorded the yesterday session of mapping, suppose if I had not recorded the session of me solving a mock, suppose if I had not recorded a session of me reading the PYQ, reading the polity notes that I had made for myself, then I could have forgotten those things easily, because what we do in everyday life we tend to forget. If we ask anybody or any aspirant that please tell me what did you eat yesterday afternoon for the lunch, then he might stumble, he might need to recall. Some people might also forget. Most of the people forget what they had eaten yesterday, the day before yesterday. Everybody forgets. So that is the thing. The things that we do on a everyday basis, the mundane things that we do, we tend to forget, and that is easy to forget. So yeah, and for that reason, for the reason to remind myself that yes, I was fighting a battle every day solo, and to just document or to just record it, I'm doing this for myself. That is it. So I guess this was a sufficient break that I could give my eyes for 2 minutes. Then I hope we are good now, and even my tablet has cooled a bit, because I was aiming it at the direction of my cooler. Now it is comparatively much cooler than what it previously was. And yeah, so let's begin. Let me resume the timer, and yeah, which question we were doing. Okay, this we are done with 61, 62. Now let's see some different things. 70, okay, 73. Acha, we are done with the everything. Okay, this is good news. This is good news. Let me just check everything once again, that did we attempt all the passages or did we leave anything, because I had a doubt that I had left something in between. Yeah, this one. Light pollution can have a permanent adverse impact on an ecosystem. Proper intensity of light in an ecosystem is important not only for plants but also for animals too. I would go with 1D. Here we have 50-50. I don't know why do I always get confused in this passage. Let me just check that we have attempted everything in the passage section. This is done. This is done. This is sorted. Okay, this is done. This is also correct. This is done. No, wait a second. We have attempted this. This is done. Then okay, then Did we attempt this? 62, yes. 70, okay. Yes, good job. Let me just count the number of questions that we have attempted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay, 41 questions. Let me write it out. 41 questions. 41 questions in the third iteration, and the time is 1 hour 15 minutes. We still have 45 minutes left in our hands to play the game, and our accuracy is also good. There is no doubt in that. So let's start the third and final iteration, fourth iteration. The third iteration just lasted around, I guess, 10 to 15 minutes because the questions were also less. Let's find out some examples. In a class, 60% of boys are from India. Out of 100, 60 are from India. 50% are girls. So 30 are girls, 30 are boys. Then if 30% of the Indian students are girls, and what is the percentage of the foreign students are boys? Okay, out of 100 we have foreigners, we have Indians. In Indians we have boys and girls. In foreigners also we have boys and girls. 50%, so out of 100, 50 are girls, 50 are boys. 60% of the students are from India, and are from India. Here it is 60, then here it would be 40. If 30% of the Indian students are girls, so they are giving us 30 figure, then this would be 30. If this is 30 and this is 30, then automatically this would be how much? 20, and here is 20. So here it is 20, here it is 20. Yeah, okay. Then it is asking us, then what percentage of foreign students are boys? I guess 20% only. 9D. 9D. Okay. It is good to know that my Wi-Fi has not created a scene this time. Then we have this one. A woman runs 12 kilometers towards her north. Then 6 kilometers towards her south. She is here now. Then takes 8 kilometers towards her east. Okay, she is facing this side. So she is facing this side, then towards her east. Her east would be in which direction? Let me just tilt everything and see for myself. Now for me the east is this side and west is that side. Okay. Then she runs for east 8 kilometers. In which direction is she from her starting point? Okay. East. Towards her east. Her east is this side. So from her starting point she is this is west. In option it is everything is in east. Northeast, southeast. Angle less than, angle more than. angle more than 20D. Then we have replace the incorrect term by the correct term, where odd terms and even terms follow the same pattern. 3, 7, 13. 3, 7, 13. This is what? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is 6. This is 21 minus 13 is how much? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 8. Okay, we found out the pattern. That is good. Now what we need to do here is, here the odd pattern is 4, 6, 8. Now let's check the even pattern. 2, 4. Here it is 6. Here it is 8. Then here it is only 2. So I guess here it must be 0. Replaced, okay, with 0. 26A. 26A. Yeah, sorted, done. Let us do this. 8, 4. Here it is 1 by 2. Here it is 4, 6. Here it is 1 by 2. Here it is 1 by 3, I guess. 4, 6, 8, 4. 1 by 2. Then here we have to multiply by 1. Then here it would be 1.5. Let me check. 15 into 4. 5 4s are 6. Okay, here it is 1.5. Then here it would be 2. But 16 into 2, it is not showing me any good result. 6 into 12, 2. Then it must be 2.5. Acha. Correct. 2.5 into 6. That is 5 6 are 30, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, got it. 2.5. Then here it would be what? After 2.5 we get 3.5. So 35 into 15. 5 5s are 25, 5 15, 16, 17. 5 3 5 8 9 10 11 12 4 5. Okay, then here it is 3.5. Then here it will be 4.5. But what was it here? Acha, it was 0.5, man. Okay, so 5 into 0.5 is how much? That means 5's half. 5's half is 2.5 if I'm not wrong. 2.5 plus 2.5, 4 and 5. So here it is 2.5. Okay, it is asking me for C. Then here we need to multiply it by 1.5. 15 into 25. 5 5s are 25, 5 6 7. 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 10. 2 3 375. That means it is like this. 1.5 into 2.5, that means 3.75. B is 3.75. Okay, no issues. Then we need to multiply B to 2.5. So 2.5 into 3.75. 375 into 25. 5 5s are 25, 7 5s are 35, 36, 37, 5 15, 16, 17, 18. Then we get 5 2s are 10, 7 2s are 14, 15, 3 2s are 6, 7, 5 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 8, 9. Then we have 3.75, 2.53, 1, 2, 3, 9.3, 28C, 28C. Okay. Then what do we have? This we can solve or not. A student appeared in 6 papers. The maximum marks are the same for each paper. His marks in these papers are in the proportion of this. Overall he scored 60%. In how many number of papers did he score less than 60%? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So suppose the total is 600 and he has scored 60%. So 600 into 60 upon 100. These two zeros cancel out. That gives us 360 marks. So he has scored 360 marks in these many following papers. So that is 5x plus 6x plus 7x plus 8x plus 9x plus 10x is equal to 360. This gives us 19 and 8 is 27, 27 and 7 is 34, 34 and 6 is 40, and this is 45x is equal to 360. X is equal to 360 upon 45, and this is how much? 5 9s are 45, 5 7s are 35, 5 2s are 10, and this is 9 1s are 9, 9 8s are 72. That means x is 8. So they have scored 5 8s are 40, 6 8s are 48, 7 7s are 49, 7 8s are 56, 8 8s are 64, 9 8s are 72, and 80 marks. 60% of the maximum in how many? Okay, so how many people did they score less than 60? Less than 60, 1, 2, 3. That is it. 30B. 30B. Okay. Then we have 36. 36. Consider all 3-digit numbers without repetition obtained using 3 non-digit which are multiple of 3. Consider all 3-digit numbers without repetition obtained using 3 non-digit, non-zero multiple of 3. That gives us 9, 18, 9, 18. Here it is 9 3s are 27. 27 plus 6 is 27 plus 6 is 36, 39. It would be a big number, yaar. Or should I do it? Let's not quit. 9, 18, 27, 27 plus 6, 27, no, 9, 18, 27, 28, 29, 30, 36. Nine, 18. This is 1, 2, 3. 27, this is 30, this is 33, 33 plus 6, 39, 1, 2, this is 18, then we have 27, 30, 36, 37, 38, 39. We have this number 3996. S is always divisible by 9. Let us see if S is always divisible by 9. 9 1s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 9 4s are 36, 37, 38, 39, 9 4s are 36, 37, 38, 39, 9 4s are 36. Yes. Then we have 3. What was the number? Wait. 3996 is always divisible by 74. Let us check. Let us check for 74. 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. 2 7s are 14. 2 1s are 2. 2 9s are 18. 2 9s are 18. 2 8s are 16. Then we have 37. 37 divided by 1998, 1998. Then for 37 we have 37 into 2, 7, 14, 6, 7. 37 into 5, 185. We have 185. Here we have 4, then 1, 148. So 37 into 3, 7 3s are 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28. Okay, 4, 12, 13, 14. Yes, S divisible by, so both statements are correct. 36C. It was time taking. 36C. Then what do we have? Each of A and D is heavier than each of B. Each of A and D is heavier than B, E, F, but none of them is heaviest. A is heavier than D, but is lighter than A is heavier than D, but is lighter than C. Who is the heaviest among the following? Statement 2 cannot answer. Statement 1 cannot answer. Let us combine. A and D is heavier. I think none of them can answer. 39D. In the English alphabet, the first 4 letters are written in opposite order and the next 4 letters are written in opposite order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Wait a second. Yeah, everything is sorted. Now just first 4 letters are written in opposite order, D, C, B, A, and the next 4 letters are written in opposite order, H, G, F, E, L, K, J, I, P, O, and M. Which will be the 4th letter to the right of the 13th letter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then T, S, R, Q. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is 13th. 4th letter. 1, 2, 3, 4th. T is the 4th letter. 40B. 40B. Okay, then we have P scored 40 marks more than Q. In an examination, Q scored 10% marks less than P. What did you say? P scored 40 marks more than plus 40 than Q. In an examination, suppose it was 100, then he scored 140. If Q scored 10% marks less than P, if Q, this is 10%, okay, I understood. Then how much did Q score? $420, no, 400. Acha, 400, then becomes 440. 440. %. If 10% is 40, then 1% is 4. If 1% is 4, then then it becomes 400. Correct. Let us check for 400. So Q, P, it becomes 400, it becomes 440, and this is plus 40. Let us check if it is plus 10%. No, let us check if it is minus 10% less than, okay, 440 is 10%, is how much? 44. Now 440 minus 44, this is 6, this is 0, this is the 406. Still I'm not getting it. I'm not quite sure in this. Now the logic is not clicking by itself. P cube into 3 is R cube cube. Now I have really gotten tired. The sum of 5 consecutive integers can be 100. The product of 3 consecutive natural numbers can be equal to their sum. Yes, both the statements are correct. 67C. Let us count the number of questions that we have attempted, and I think I can call it a day for CSAT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay. Attempted 50 questions. Okay. Now I think I would stop here because I'm not in the right mood and mindset to proceed further. So let us stop this. Stop. Timer stopped at 1 hour 40 minutes. 1 hour 40 minutes, and we did 50 questions, fair enough. Now let's download the answer key and figure out how many questions have we marked correct and incorrect. CSAT 2021. I have to search for this. CSAT 2021 answer key UPSC official. Okay. Yeah, we have got the answer key. Now let us check. I will just put a tick mark and a cross wherever. What is my set? Let me first see the set. CSAT. Okay, it is set A. The first question itself is wrong. Great. We are off to a great start. 2B, 3, 4. Arey, man, wait a second. This is of paper 1. You scared the shit out of me for a second. This is of paper 1. I need CSAT answer key, man, not this. Wait a second. Let me put a screensaver. Screensaver is on, okay. Then what I need to do is I need to download that PDF from that group. Group was called answer key. Official answer key. Okay, so if my screen is visible, then you can see that I have found the main answer key for the prelims paper. So the first 2021 set A, is it set A? Yeah. 1B, okay. 2D, 3C. Set A 2021. 1B, 2D, okay. 3C, 4C, 5C, 9D, 10D, 11D, 12A, 13A, 14C, 15C, 20, 20B, 21A, 22, 22D, 23 wrong, 24D, 25C, 26A, 27C, 28C, 30, 30B, 31C, 32C, 33, 30 till 33C. Then for 34 we have B, 35D, 36C, 37A, 39C or D, okay. 40B. Then for 41 we have A, 42 we have 42C, 43D, 44 wrong, 48A, 49D, 50C, 51B, 52C, 56B, 57 wrong, 61B, 62D, 65D, 67C, 71C, 72, 72D, 73 wrong, 78, 78A. So out of 100 questions, out of 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Incorrect 10, correct 40. Correct is 40. Let me just write here on this sheet. Attempted 50, incorrect is 10 and correct is 40. Now let us calculate. This is 8.3 and this would be 40 into 2.5. This is 100. Then that would be 100 minus 8.3, 91.7. Still I don't know where did I get these many wrong. 10 questions. It's okay. I think the reading comprehension part would have been incorrect to a greater extent. I will definitely analyze it, not today, not now, but tomorrow when I would have adequate sleep and I would be thinking with a sound mind. So yeah, let me just fill the everything in Excel sheet. CSAT 2021. Today is 15th 15-04-2026 and my correct questions were 40. Correct questions were 40 and incorrect questions were 10. Total attempted questions were 50 and score was 80 and accuracy is 80 and the score is 91. Okay, it's fine. So yeah, that was the main thing regarding the live. It has almost been 2 hours now and yeah, so let me see if I can show the OMR. Okay, so the camera is locked for this one. No problem. So yeah, that was it, and I guess I will be back with some new paper or some new content, me revising stuff in the future. So yeah, that was it, and thank you very much. I would end the stream now.